Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch for you guys today. And we have a lot of buyouts to go over. This weekend caused so much chaos, and we're going to go over all of it. Before we begin, I am actually giving away today a Isol Two Tails of the Noble Knights. This card looks absolutely stunning, by the way. Probably looks ugly on my webcam, but it's an ultra rare first edition year mint from Extreme Force. If you guys want to win this, all you have to do is smash that like button, be subscribed to the channel, almost at 4,300 by the way. And if you're tell me in the comment section below what cards I'm going over in my next Mark Watch or what you're playing this format. I'd love to hear it, and the giveaway will be about 1.5 to 2.5 weeks, and US only. So rules in the pinned comment below, and we're just gonna get right into it. If you're buying anything on TCG Player, also please use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. I got a surprise on the next Mark Watch that is gonna be a gift to everybody. I just need a little more time for it, and thank you all my YouTube channel members, and we're gonna get right into it. So TISTANA, I told people to pick this up because being a TCG exclusive, we're gonna get more support for this. Now the Starlights went BRRR. You got 10 here from Core TCG, $50. I feel like I always see Core TCG just looking at a buy and be like, wow, that's funny. Imagine if we just put them for like way less. I don't know. But you got them. 50 is not bad for this quarter century at all. I think they're around 30s, 32 when I told you guys to get them, so still an increase. But if someone wipes that wall, boom, 80, 85 here. And then you have the other one, which is a good one. You got 30 here. So that's actually what they were. They were roughly 30. And then 56, 60, 100 right over here. But the Ultras have been going BRRR. Now you have the Demigod of TISTANA. I told people to get this around 80 cents to $1. And right now, if you did, good job. You made a lot of money, $10. Now, I expected this to go to like 4 or 5, right? I didn't have that much hope for it because I don't like overhyping things, but I thought 4 or 5. This kind of blew me out of the water. With the Secret Rare TISTANA here being, well, remember, this Secret Rare was about $3 to $4 on a good day. You got about 8s here, 9s, right? This increase, understandable. This one, market go BRRR. I actually want to look at the spell. I don't know why I don't have the spell pulled up here, because I told people this is a good card to get as well. You got a few cheap copies, but it's a $5 card here with, I wonder what the quarter century is going to look like. 26, 34. So this actually didn't really move much. Huh, that's quite interesting here. Now, the YCS caused some crazy buyouts. If you guys have not seen Revival Jam at the YCS, well, that's because you probably paid attention, because Revival Jam was not at the YCS at all. But one of my friends, Goat TCG, actually shot me this through Instagram. He's like, hey, check this out, bro. Yo, lightly played. Man, this is how you know who paid attention to school and who didn't. But this is 204,198 and 21 cents. But don't you dare forget about that $2.99 shipping. That's kind of what the turnoff is. You know, shipping's a little high for the one copy on the market, $2.99. I don't know, you know. Oh, but yeah, this is just so funny to me. What's really funny is this is actually one of my favorite cards from Labyrinth of the Nightmare. I actually really like the Jam archetype. Not enough to get Egyptian God Slime, which I actually we'll take a look at this horrible card and just cringe. What is this today? What are you at? Okay. You know it's good when you have to janitor it up. $42, $45 for your near mint. Still way too much money, but I can tolerate this, at least. I mean, it's not like 80 to 100 that it used to be. In fact, Rage of Ra, I wonder what all the other ones are at. Yeah, 28 for your Ancient Chant. 17. This is actually, I told people to get this. I love the Ultra Ra a lot. Kind of wish we got our Ghost Rare in that. Slime is about 3s. Yeah, so that's not too much. I would just want to see Blaze Cannon doing something with the Volcanics. Blaze Cannon, okay. We've got, for your near mint verified, we got 69 listings, $1, yeah, going up to $2 here, not bad. Bystial this pattern. Now, I told people that when we get our Bystial reprints, people are going to be able to get their packages for cheap. Not only because of the reprints, but because before we had our ban list, everyone was scared to pick up Bystials because, like, wow, these are good prices, but they might get hit, which they did, right? If you spent money on Magna Huts, you got kind of ripped. However, one of the cards I told people to get is Dispatter, since once everyone gets their Bystial package, they're going to be like, well, I have to spend a lot of money on this one card, but everything else is fine. I guess we're going to go get. Everyone's going to want to get this as well, since it's the last card missing. And these were never cheap. I cannot call a cheapest 12 up towards $17 ultra cheap. It was always some cash. Right now, 30. If we actually go verified here, I actually had one of these. I had no idea. I found it in my trade binder. $33 for your synchros today. So if you have this, hey, you got some good money. If you got this before I told you to, or when I told you to, good job. Now, a card that I have not talked about yet. So if you guys want to make a little bit of profit or be ahead of the market or get cards that you want, which is why most people watch my market watches, and I like to let people know to get cards before they jump up. Hey, you either know or you don't. Evil Hero, a Dusted Gold. Now, Heroes, always a big popular archetype. Can it be meta relevant? It really depends only on the pilot. That is honestly what I think about meta in Heroes, is if you have a actual good pilot for the deck, hey, you're doing great. If you don't, you're not seeing this in top 32, right? Especially because if you really think about how often you'll see heroes at the, like, bottom tables, like, it's crazy how it has this much representation and then just nothing. I mean, I just find it funny. Now, this card searches Dark Fusion or something that says Dark Fusion in its text, right? And it has a weird clause that it can't attack unless you control fusion, but that doesn't matter. Great searcher here. Now, this is reprinted as a ultra rare in season 3, but also has its OG print. But people are going to want its Secret Earth, since that's technically what people might call highest rarity. It's not original print. But Secret Earths right now are $1.39, going up to $2. This is a very good penny stonk. And if Konami reprints this card, I doubt it's going to be in anything higher than Secret. And this is a card that's going to be a slow burner upwards for a while. You see the original here at about $7. If you want to get OGs, because you just want them, since remember, this card used to be 100 something for a one of in here. Oh, my boy Little Fat Tony Gaming. If you guys don't know, I had him on the stream 2-3 weeks ago. Been a great friend of mine. Helped me out a lot throughout the years. If you see Little Fat Tony, that's the boy to get from. Great guy. But he has a copy here, $7. Going up to $9. See, Little Tony's got you. But yeah, you got the originals here. And then just to show you guys the reprint. It also has like the red, blues, all that. You know, these are about the same price. You might as well just get the Secret. Evil Hero, Malicious Bane OGs, on the other hand, these are roughly 5 for light play, 7 for near mints. These are always going to have some value for originals, while the Secrets are, let's call it 250, right? 2 to 250 for Secrets. Same thing as a Dusted Gold, although I would probably say a Dusted Gold's a lot better, since you will play more Dusted Gold. If anything, you're always going to just have one copy of this in the extra, unless it gets replaced anytime soon. Pot of Duality. Someone wanted me to go over this card, see how it was as a pickup / the price. Well, Near Mint lightly played. You got 30 here, and that's not for first edition. Unlimiteds are 40, with Near Mints being 50-51. First editions being 53 for light play, while Near Mints going up all onward to 60. In fact, your light plays kind of go up to 60 as well. With the pot collection coming up, I want to see how much these are, if they look really nice. However, if you are someone who wants OGs, or once we get 25th, if they just don't look good once we get it, I think it's going to be fine at this point. But I have a rule to not give Konami the benefit of the doubt. I have to see it in my hand, right? Just a rule I personally have. I'm not going to say it's necessarily a good rule to copy. You just naturally will have that rule if you've been either a player, collector, anything in this game. And especially if you know Konami's other IPs and how they've handled that, you just don't have trust. But yeah, cheap. But would I get it? I would wait for pot collection at this point and see, how are those prices? How are they compared to Pod Duality? Especially with the, pot collection, not the 25th anniversary, the pot collection. I apologize. But yeah, if the pot collection doesn't do it justice, hey, OGs might not be bad. Ultis, I love the Ultis, 135. Man, I remember getting my set for 275, and then when they spiked up, I got rid of it for like Starlight Zeus and all this other cool stuff. 145 for your Ultis. CR Evil Twin, Sakil over here. These CRs are about, you got one here for 38, 39, then 41, 42, then 55. People are looking at Live Twin here, and they're being like, not maybe we should play this. The CRs look really nice. I think that we're going to get a Starlight Rare eventually of this, or a quarter century, right? So that's why I'm like, with the CRs, even though they are cheap, though, like 30s to 40s, isn't really that bad. But this is the kind of card I want whole for the long run, especially because we have alternates on art on the way. If Konami got any wind of how their game's doing, because they never have anyone on the floor, they'll realize that giving us the alternate art as a quarter century, a Starlight, is a fantastic move, and I would love to see it. Now, Evil Twin Kiss, Sakil, and Lola. I had my board broken by this little combo with Trouble Sunny, because it's just a nice 2-card set, essentially. Right now, the near mints are, you got one here for 40, 45, and then onwards to 59, 60, $70 here. You actually go verify, it's 12 listings. I honestly, this is very cheap for this card because it's meta relevant right now. If they're going to make this set Starlight / Quarter Century, I doubt they're going to touch this card. They'd rather touch the 2 links, 39, 40, 50. So these cheaper copies, I would definitely grab them, especially. Now with ultra rares, still some money. You got cheap copy here for 8 till they go up to 12. So if you need it, it's that, but I will get the CRs for sure. Now, before I move on to the next card, which is something I need to talk about, if you guys want to buy any Yu-Gi-Oh merchandise like oversleeves, Edison-related Yu-Gi-Oh merchandise, keychains, they actually have backpacks now, and other Yu-Gi-Oh merchandise, including hats, go check out Tapio cards in the description below, and use my code Saki for 5% off. They have some great stuff. I don't always like to push everything to the beginning of the video, so sometimes I like to leave a little bit for the end. But yeah, if you want to get some cool merch and support the channel, especially the sponsor we just got, would be great. So, Ib, the World Chalice Juster here. People said that this card could come back for ages, including me. I thought it was a very stupid ban. This was part of the 2019 list, beginning 2019, one of the worst lists of all time, killed toss format, where they not only killed toss format, but they were scared of Hulk. And we got a lot of hits pertaining to Hulk, with this being one of them. Now, everyone knew that this was not going to be it. Oh, you could search World Legacy. Basically, the one copy of a Reborn you could play in your deck. Cool. Nobody cares, right? And you wouldn't even play it in certain strategies. Or you really wouldn't be able to fully utilize it, let's just say. Anyway, it got banned. We brought back Denlong, a card that is more busted, and everyone looked at that, and it flopped extremely hard. I don't even know how to say it. It flopped more than a pancake. Like, Denlong did nothing, right? In fact, it's actually lower than it's ever been for a price, to a point where Konami might not even reprint it because they might not see it worth it. But point is, Ib is a worse card and still in the ban list. Although, at least it could be utilized a little more than Denlong, since it's a level 5, it's generic, and the Reborn could be nice for certain combos. It could be used as an extender of some kind. The water element is cute, but it's also a tuner, so keep that in mind. Now, what this card does is, for the Synchro Summon, you can treat a World Chalice normal monster you control as a tuner, which is nice, right? And then, if this card's Synchro Summoned, you got a World Legacy card from your deck to your hand, which is the Reborn. But if they give us another World Legacy card that's good, hey, that could be relevant. If the Synchro Summoned card is sent from the field to graveyard, you can special summon a World Chalice monster from your deck or graveyard, except for this card. So you could technically play another break if you want another extender. It says deck or graveyard. I really kind of wish it said hand, but so if you draw it, unfortunate, but is what it is. So it's not a bad card. Right now, it is also solo printing. These are, well, let's go over first edition. First editions are like $5. Will this card come off the ban list? Absolutely. It's going up to $8, by the way. I think that eventually this is also going to go extinct after a while. It's a beautiful looking card as well. I love the Ib artwork. I like the link that shuffles back, which is actually a really nice card. Like, I think World Chalice, just in general, has a lot of great looking cards as well. So, would be a nice card. It's a card I kind of have in my collection for the artwork alone. I don't know. It kind of looks, how should I say this? If this came out, and let's say its effect was bad, right, or not great, when Hidden Arsenal came out, and this was part of, say, the Ice Barriers, right? This was like one of their bad synchros. People would fill up binders just because they liked the card. Like there are cards like that in Yu-Gi-Oh, like Bacon Saver. I'm actually gonna show that actually on stream. Bacon Saver. That's a mosaic rare. I didn't know that. Which are dollars apparently. Okay. I have a buddy of mine. Actually, Team Sakurasou's Jake. He has a binder filled with about 70 copies of this card. Uh, and I'm all honestly really funny because if this card ever becomes something, it's gonna be funny how he has the whole binder filled with it. It's just a card he really, really likes. He started back 10 years ago. And for the last card, Forbidden Chalice over here. If you guys, by the way, really quickly, remember, leave a like, subscribe, leave comments, all that, to win the eSoul 2 Tales of Noble Knight. Rules in the description below. But Forbidden Chalice here. Now, this is a card that becomes meta / not meta. It's very good in Striker with when Droplet's good because you're able to not only start stacking spells in the grave, but you're able to negate a monster effect, and then, depending on what they want to do, you could chain Droplet, and you have two, you have the card to send. Really, really nice. And then you probably bait something with this as well. Now, Near Mints and Lightly Playeds. 79 listings. You got 5s here. Goes up to $7. Then you have first editions here, which were about 10s. Lightly Playeds were about 5 to 6. Near Mints went up a little bit. First Eds went up a little bit to $13, $16 with 21 being the Near Mints. Here, the Near Mints are actually 15 listings. So quickly go up. If this card ever becomes relevant again, you're going to be happy you got. You have to get cards in the off season because when it's the off season for cards or they're not seeing much play, but they have been meta relevant before, they're going to drop like a brick. But then once they become meta relevant or we see a top 32 list playing it, people are all going to unga boonga and buy all their copies and be like, oh, why is there a bio? Well, because everyone gets rid of their copies once it's not being used and it's meta relevant. This should everyone should have a set of this. And as you see here, it's got a little bit of movement here. Actually, not very much in September. Oh, man. A little bit of movement here. Some people are buying a couple quantities here. We do also have the super rare, though. I think that's kind of what's hurting it. People would rather... Plus, I think people don't know how cheap those are. Now, these are about, dollars here. Nice dollar super rare. Nothing really much to say. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next Market Watch. Peace.